Hey Level Uppers, welcome to another monthly Patreon update, this one for April 2017. Recapping March, actually. We're still around $240 a month. Amazing.
Yeah,
another shout out, of course, to Kelly, who brought us up a bunch with her $100 pledge last month.
Oh, that jellyfish of ours.
Yeah, and bringing us closer to that $300 goal of doing another live musical performance. One of the things we really want to talk about tonight is a change in how... where the money is going. We always want to be very transparent with you guys as far as where your money is going. For the longest time, we had goals. We had the camcorder for one for a time there, the PC
and the mics.
The mics, yeah, the mics of which are much better now, and that's why we feel like we got a pretty good setup now. Like I would say, we're pretty happy with where things are at. So internally, we're having discussions like where do things go next? Like what is the next goal? Because we've been on a little bit of a plateau, we all can admit, like as far as followers go on Twitch, and sometimes our YouTube subs are increasing a lot, but that has a lot to do with new content that we're doing, and that's why we want to double down on that and make more content, put more time into this. That being said, we already put quite a lot of time into this already. Sometimes it's like a part-time job for us. Sometimes 20 to 50 hours a week together, we're working on this. So that's why starting this month, this is the first month we've ever done this, we're going to start taking a little bit of a salary, I guess you could call it. 25% of everything we earn, whether it be Patreon, YouTube, Twitch, tips, doesn't matter, always going to go into the Level Up Fund, making our content better, either upgrading equipment or getting another Elgato or going to a convention, whether it may be PAX East. We still need to do conventions. It's something we want to do. So there's always going to be that 25% meant for those things. But the 75% is going to start being split up among Dean, Greg, and myself to incentivize us working even harder. Because the only chance that we have at making this into a thing is if we can sustain ourselves. And really try and grow this into something where... I mean, it's obviously it's a long shot, but try and grow this into something where we could commit.
As you said, it's a lot of work. Yeah. And I think it's easy to forget, because we're just on YouTube making videos and on Twitch streaming, but it's a lot of work, and we all have a lot of stuff going on. And I think just to be totally honest and open with you guys, in order to keep us motivated and to keep us moving, we ourselves need to just kind of give us something, a little bit of a return, to really give us a push into trying to make this a job, because time is getting shorter for us. The window is getting smaller for us to really make this something, as we're all getting older and having kids and getting married and things like that. And so this would be like a first real step into doing just
what
that.
A lot of people don't realize too is like even the short videos we do, like when we produce and edit and do like a 15-minute video, like that's like a 3-hour process sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know what I mean? So it's the little stuff that goes a long way, especially with keeping us and keeping this like a hobby, but then making it worth our while at the same time.
Even like our movies, like I don't typically like going to the movies on Thursday nights because I usually have work the next morning, but I know going to the movies on a Thursday night and coming right home and doing the review and spending another couple hours getting that up is the difference between, thousands of views and hundreds of views.
Yeah. You did that for Logan.
Yeah.
And it worked out well for you. You got 1,000 views on that review. I did it for It recently. Right after Kristen's stream, I jumped on and I did an It reaction. I wanted it to take 20 minutes. It turned out taking an hour, but we got thousands of views as a result. And that's the kind of things that we're doing. Like, I have a baby. Dean's getting married this year. Greg is getting a promotion at his job. Like, he's putting a lot into his other work. And we all have lives, and we're trying our very best to put more and more into this, because this is our dream. This is what we want to do with our lives if it can ever get there. So now you, as patrons, are no longer just supporting the show and the improvement of our content. You are supporting us, like literally us, directly, and making that content, making us want to do more content and work harder so that we can make our dreams reality. And we thank you for that. It really is amazing already, the amount of support that we get. For instance, I'm going to start streaming 3 days a week now on Twitch. We've got a lot more subs tonight of this recording. And if we get even more subs, I'm going to make that every weekday. And that's the kind of stuff we're doing. We're going to push harder than ever to make this into reality. So we hope that you guys are okay with that. We maybe even hope that it encourages you to support us. So now that it's going directly to us and to the show. Because there's still going to be that portion, of course, that we need for show money. Otherwise, in other news, Patreon for the Netflix Club this month, we are going to be doing 13 Reasons Why.
So good!
Yeah, Greg was the one who really kind of pushed this one because you read the book, right, Greg?
Yeah, I read the book back in like my junior year of high school. So essentially, the show is about, if you guys want to watch it before we do the episode itself, that way you're caught up on it. It's 13 episodes for season 1. Each episode takes place, and it's this girl. She's a sophomore in high school, and she commits suicide. The whole town's shaken by, obviously, this girl committing suicide. It's a small town, and each episode, she sends out these videotapes where she gives reasons why and the people in her life that affected her decision to take her own life. So each episode's kind of like a different story or a different tale about a different person that influenced her in order to make her ultimate end decision. But it's a really solid show. I've already watched, as of this recording, I've watched the first 3 episodes, and it's a very, very solid show. Great performances, really cool music, too. I really like the soundtrack of the show.
We're all going to try and just watch as much as possible.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we're going to finish the series. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. And our video will, react accordingly to that so that we don't spoil too much for you guys.
Yeah.
And lastly, one other thing we want to shout out that we didn't last month on Patreon monthly video. We're starting a new giveaway system on our live shows every Sunday. Not every Sunday, but the last Sunday of every month on twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. We're going to be doing a sub and Patreon only giveaway, meaning that if you are a sub or a patron, even if you are not in the room at that moment, we are going to add you onto the list, and you might get a $10 PSN card, you might get a free item from our store, but it's going to happen the last Sunday show of every month. So even more incentivization for you guys to stick as supporters of us. We want to give back because you guys have supported us for so long. And that's about it as far as I know for this month.
Yeah, it's everything.
Yeah, and we just like we always reiterate, like, you guys don't understand, like, we love you, we adore you, and we thank you so much for everything you do. And that's not even just like the financial support, which obviously it's a big help, and like it gives us the incentive to keep going, but just like always being there and showing up. You guys are so awesome about that.
And if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not a patron, if you would like to support us in that way, just go to patreon.com/levelupnetwork. You can do $1, you can do $100 like Kelly Jellyfish. It doesn't matter. We appreciate every cent that you guys give to us to help us grow this thing into a bigger thing. So yeah, please, if you would, go to that website and you can get a bunch of perks in return. And that's going to be it this month. Thank you so much once again to all of our supporters.
Thank you.
We'll catch you next month with another monthly update. Until then, take care. And as always, don't forget to
level up.
up.